Hello again, it's Lock Noob, and I get through a lot of locks on my channel, so I'm always looking for new locks to pick. And I was recently on Amazon and I saw a Dimple lock padlock for sale, which was actually a pretty good price. And I thought, well, I'll look into it and buy it, which I did. But there were a few warning signs. First of all, it says designed in Great Britain, which is plausible, but it also says Ministry of Public Security recommended, and the UK doesn't have a Ministry of Public Security, but apparently China does. And then if you look even closely, you can see that it says Baron alloy steel. Baron, not boron, Baron. But it does include 3 state-of-the-art high-tech security keys. Thank goodness it has anti-theft specifications. And here it is. So this is sold through a company name called Smiths, founded in 2015 apparently. And do you know what? It doesn't look that bad. Please tell me if there is actually something called Baron alloy. I mean, I feel really stupid if there is. But these are really, really sort of cheap looking keys. I mean, this lock was, what, just over £7, just under $10 I think. But this whole thing just doesn't look right, does it? But, you know, maybe, just maybe, this lock is better than it looks. It does have double ball bearing mechanism. It's very, very shoddily made. I mean, look at all of the sort of milling marks and grooves on there. Not great, is it? But again, this may be a surprisingly nice lock to pick, maybe a bit tricky. So let's actually test this lock. We'll grab a turning tool, pop that in. We'll get a little rake like this and we'll pop that in, and then we'll give this a little wriggle and we're already open. There we go. So yeah, not great. So let's have a look at the key here. You can see that this is 5 pins and the bitting isn't so bad. It's sort of medium, high cut, low cut, high cut. So maybe this will hold up better to single pin picking. So here we go again. We put the turning tool in, probably some moderate tension, grab our right-handed dimple flag, pop that into the keyway, and we'll see what we can't find. So going through the lock, trying to feel for anything binding. Pin 1 is binding here, all the way to the top. Pin 2 is binding. Anything else? 1, 2, 3 now. 4, 5 at the back, I think. Little click, back to 4, and we're open. There we go. So yeah, it is as poorly made as you think. If this was the first dimple lock you ever picked, single pin picking didn't feel too bad. The pins were quite responsive. So for a beginner's very simple cheap dimple lock, I guess it's not one of the worst ones I've ever found. I would still recommend a multi-pick 7-pin Garrison, which I know sounds crazy, but the feedback is much more consistent in a multi-pick Garrison. But if you're on a budget, I suppose for some very, very, very beginner picking practice on dimple locks, maybe. Otherwise, this is just a almost certainly, I could be wrong, but almost certainly just cheap Chinese made lock. Very, very hard recommend for any usage at all, I'd say. So yeah, you do, as always, get what you pay for. Anyway, I hope you at least found that video entertaining. If you did, then hit that like button. If you think I deserve your subscription and want to see more content like this, then subscribe, hit that notification bell. All really helps my channel out and I really appreciate it. If you have any comments about this lock or any similar ones, any recommendations for beginner dimple locks, then please put them down below. I do read them all and reply to as many as I can. Otherwise, stay safe, happy picking, and I will see you all next time.